Hello, beautiful people. I hope y'all having a beautiful life. I'm about to do a reading. Aww, will you marry me? Anyway, I'm looking at Love is Blind, honey. All right, let's get this reading done. Let's see what God and my ancestors got to tell y'all out there and or me. I try to keep myself out of it because God didn't let me help y'all specifically who watch this video, who be in my energy and all those beautiful things. Oh, okay. I know I should have had this set up, but I just decided to do it at this moment in time, so that's why it's not already set up. Okay. Okay. It's gonna irritate me. It's gonna irritate the shit out of me. Okay. Hope y'all having a beautiful, blessed life and had a great day. Ouch. I hope all is well with everyone. I hope people healing and growing. I hope people healing and growing. And yeah, 1 second. Okay. Oh, she done threw some water in his face and said F him. That's some of y'all relationships that y'all need to get out of. That's confirmation. Shit, I'm just saying. All right. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to bed in about an hour. As long as this reading don't last more than an hour. I'm tired. I'll be getting up early because my cat normally wake me up early. So now my body done got used to it, and I'll just be like, oh. Excuse me. All right. Beautiful love, heavenly, magical, wonderful, created from darkness to light. Light cannot exist without darkness, and darkness cannot exist without light. My love, the Most High, my Creator, who protects me, carries me, gives me knowledge and wisdom, who loves me, who provides for me. What do you want to tell your people? And to my ancestors who be having my back, who ride for me, and be having me up in here cracking the heck up. Be having me cracking the heck up so I never feel alone. Who go and fight battles for me. Who help pave the pathway for me. Who know me. Y'all amazing beings, beautiful angels, creatures. What do y'all want to tell the people today? What y'all want to tell the people today? May these cards be blessed. May the truth to something that someone's asking when they send their energy or who's watching this, however it be, let them get that truth, like the complete truth, not half truth, all the truth. Let this be an awesome reading. In the mighty name of Jesus. Papa. Mwah. Amen. All right. Let's get with it. Let's see what's going on today. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. What's going on? I want to know what's going on. Hey, what's going on? one card. All right, let's put that over there. It's one card. It's out. Yeah. If I get a reading with one card, that's gonna be a really amazing card. You know what? That hey, I didn't read a reading off 3 cards and it was a long reading. So who knows? But you know, if that's what y'all want, I love it. Is that all y'all want to tell the people? Is this one card? That's gonna be detailed. Here now. I didn't talk too fast and see. Wait a minute. Did y'all want me to take those? I can put it back. All right, if y'all do it again, I'm gonna take it, I promise. No complaints, no looking like what? See, but it didn't fall out. It didn't fall out. It didn't fall out. It didn't fall out. It did not. It did not fall out. Y'all gotta make them fall out. Fall out. Oh, that's soon. Okay. Okay. We shuffle some more. We good for right now? All right. Good. All right. So it says your child. What about somebody's child? My child, your child. I've had this. I see the back of the car. I normally don't look at them, but I see it. Is in serious danger. Why? Let's clarify that. Why is my child, someone else's child, in serious danger? Please tell me. It says confirmation. Okay. Confirmation that this is true, right? Somebody's child, my child, their child is in serious danger. Why? Why is my child, someone else's child, our children in serious danger? Because they did a bad thing. Horrific. Betrayal, despising, conflict. I heard them boys after them. Meaning that them boys after your child, my child. What boys? I heard gangbang with, roll with, ride with. Okay, can we get like more like what about gangbang? How did my child, someone else's child, and our children, but I hear child. So even if you have 3 children, it's a child. It's a child, and of course it's gotta be an older child because it's dealing with gangbanging, something they did. So it has to be someone who's old enough to even comprehend it. So it's not a small child or anything like that. None. I hear 16 years of age and up. 16 years of age and up. Okay. Okay, so what about the gangbang and betrayal and all that? Oh Lord. Say what? Hold on, y'all. I got pain in my stomach when they said it. Can I say that on here though? Cause wouldn't that, if the wrong people hear it, wouldn't that make them more in danger? Hold on, y'all. Let me, cause what they telling me, I don't want to not protect my child, your child. So let me see if I can actually say it, because I hear they already know. The person that they betrayed, they already know that's why they in danger. So say it. You can say it. So apparently your child, my child, your child, is in some type of covenant and has betrayed this covenant, and they looking for my child, your child. What covenant? Is it what I thought it previously that was possibly, maybe so, not so, maybe so? Yes. So is my child, their child, a good child? I mean, like, what covenant? Like, what's going on? Y'all tell me what's going on. Let's get deep into this. What is going on? Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. So they're a part of it, like I had already thought, but was not 100% sure. Yes. Oh y'all, hold on. I kind of got, my stomach is hurting, and I almost want to cry. So give me one second. Give me one second. Sorry about that, y'all. It's deep. So your child, my child, my child, your child has made a deal with the devil. That has something to do with your life, my life, your life. That he or she did not fulfill. I asked, was my child, your child gonna be okay? And I heard no, if they don't take the right steps. I heard them boys is after them. They on the run, and they may run to you, but don't get involved. I hear my ancestors say this is a prime example when you don't follow your path, your children don't follow their path, whether it be you, but we're talking about children right now. When they don't follow their path, they're not protected. I can't tell y'all things that they saying, because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna destroy you on the inside. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I already had a feeling. I just have been waiting for like them to just be like, yes, this is it. We're not gonna fake with you, funk with you. We just gonna put it what it is. We gonna, we gonna just give you that confirmation completely without no, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. And I hear God saying he allowed it because God, and I am offended. How dare your child try to agree to take a hit out on you because of money and fame. I hear they picked the wrong path. It just seems like so many people picking the wrong path. They just choosing money and fame over, self-love, blessings, doing the work, doing the self-healing, so they can actually fulfill their purpose in life, why God created them. Am I sad? Yes. But did I partially prepare myself? Yes. Because I had already felt something. I already had felt something. I'm just listening to what God's saying. God said, you don't do that to a mother who love and care for you. It did the very best she could. You don't do that. God is so mad. It's almost like God is like a father. Well, like he is, but it's almost like, like if a child has a father, and the father getting on they ass. I hear God saying, you don't do that shit to your damn mother, you know. Especially a mother that's been out here loving you and taking care of you. You know, like God's mad. He's like, your mother was good to you. She was not perfect, but she did the very best she could. She loved you. She cared for you. She had your back. She was always there for you. How many times you went to jail, she got you out? How many times when you needed money, she gave it to you? How many times when you ain't have nowhere to go, she came and rescued you? How many times she guided you, protected you, tried to teach you the right thing? But all that went down the drain when the devil offered you money and fame over the price of your mother's life. Man, Lord, I don't even want to ask if this the person, because I hear God saying, if for that is unforgivable. He said, I'm an earth angel. Whomever this is for is an earth angel too, and this is what your child did to you. And again, they're 16 years of age and up. This is one of the hidden people that you don't know about. God said, granted, spell work was done on them, but God gave them clarity. God said they couldn't fulfill the purpose of the devil because you have ascended, raised the vibration. So the things that you would have done to put you in a trap to fulfill that plan for what your child, and it's not just your child, but this is the person that's going to hurt you the most, knowing this. They couldn't fulfill that plan because you ascended. You awakened on a higher level. Your intuition grew. So you started seeing things more clearer. And that's why they couldn't fulfill that plan. So the people that they made the deal with, who gave them money, they had already got money from these people saying that they was going to fulfill it. They couldn't do it. God said if they come knock on your door crying or lying to you, if you see them and say they wasn't involved, they lying. He said they lying. If he or she blames it on somebody else and say, you know, they didn't know this, they didn't know that, they knew the whole time. They was a part of it in the beginning to set up, like, not if it been happening to you since you was a child, okay? That was family members, okay? And the government, all right? And I hear celebrities, for some of y'all, celebrities as well, because they knew who you were. But at the beginning of this current situation where people been trying to end you for so long and they done got your child to join hands with the devil and made that deal to end you. And they using your child as a connection to you to hit you with certain things in your life that will have taken more effect. But because you ascended, it's not affecting you. I heard that your child was the chosen one too, but they're not righteous. They're not the righteous chosen one. They went down, when you go down the wrong path, some people say karmic, you basically followed the path of the devil. So you went to darkness, opposed to going to the path of light, you know, God, the righteous, the divine, the healer, the truth, the light, the way. You went to the devil, you know, darkness, the manipulation, lies, kill, steal, destroy. Which is when you pick that path, that's what comes with it. The devil's gonna try to get you to kill, steal, and destroy someone, or kill, steal, and destroy you. You know, so there's two paths as far as darkness and light. You know, and you pick one. You know, we all have free will. You know, um, they're in mental turmoil because they don't know what to do. They trying to figure it out. I hear that the deception goes even deeper than that. That's why I heard earlier, I don't know if I said it, but I heard God says it's unforgivable, the things. Now that's why I was like, Lord, because I had did a reading the other day about somebody that did some really horrible things that was unforgivable, and how God was going to send them into non-existence. That was that reading yesterday, I believe, yesterday. And God was going off. And I really don't even want to know if he's talking about my child, your child. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because every time I even think about it, I just get this sickness in my stomach. Like, I just feel like I'm going to throw up. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if he was talking about my child, your child. And I don't want to live in la la land to not think. I just don't want to know. Because that means that if that is who God is talking about, and he or she will be the second person in non-existence, and their soul will always suffer. I don't even want to know that, because it's like, who is my child? Who is your child to do something like that, or things that you don't even know? And I keep hearing the deception is deep, deep, deep. Unfathomable. I don't know if that's a word. Infathomable. I don't know if that's the word. Basically, you can't even fathom it, what this person's done. Now I almost want to know if that's the person they talk about, so I can prepare myself more. Oh, no, it gotta be, because I'm hearing lower than dirt. And I'm like, this sound like yesterday's reading when they were talking about the person that was just lower than dirt. All right, so ancestors, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. But I'm gonna need y'all after this reading. Because if you tell me that my child is a child that's gonna be in non-existence, I'm gonna need some time. So I'm gonna ask y'all, but after this reading, I'm gonna need y'all. For real. All right, y'all. Tell me the truth, nothing but the truth. I know y'all will. It's my child, their child, the person that y'all were talking about yesterday that's going to be in non-existence. The only two souls that will be in thus far is he or she, the second soul. Wow. 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 So, um, when I asked, they got silent first, and I felt the silence so deeply on my, like, I felt the silence was so deep, so heavy, that I already knew what they was gonna say before they said something. They had a what was seemed to me like a long pause, but they sent the energy before they actually verbalized it. Yes, that's the answer. This is the soul they're talking about. And I hear God doing that thing that he did the other day. He said despicable. And he did this whole, deplorable. God's even sad because he know when I learn everything and you learn everything, it's gonna hurt you to the core. Because you're not gonna understand, like, why would your child do that when you know you wasn't a bad mother? You wasn't perfect, of course. But the love you had for your child and you tried to be the best you could, the things that this child has done is yeah. All right, let's move on. Can we confirm somewhere in this reading that what I'm saying about my child, their child, is 100% accurate? Please. Give me 1 second, y'all. Need to clean my glasses. I'm sorry for the parents who see this. And you don't have to be a woman. You could be a father. You could be a parent. You could be a father that's a parent whose child has done this to you. I heard some of the fathers were, if you're a woman, if you're a woman that's a parent, their father was involved as well, and vice versa. If you're a man, their mama was involved. Is that right? So I said that and I felt this feeling on the inside. I just want to confirm that part, that last part. So it said emphasize father. So not necessarily if you're a man, the mother was involved. But if you're a woman, the father was involved. They said emphasize that. Okay. Okay. It says medical records. What about medical records? Forge the signature to get into your medical records with a covenant. Why did they do that? What's the purpose of getting into somebody's medical records? It feels so heavy in here. Ways to figure out how to take you out. Through medical records? Looking at your illnesses that you've had. Seeing if they can use work, like, spell work on the things that they see in your medical records that you've had issues with, that maybe almost took you out, that you stayed sick with, to try to focus on that part of your body to cause that area of your body to get worse. That illness, whatever's on your medical records. I heard somebody force signatures. They didn't say tweaking. What is the word that y'all saying? They, I feel the word, but I can't explain to how I connect. So it's a feeling, a knowing, verbalizing, but it's the way I express, but it's a word that I feel in my knowing, but I can't, it's like when you be like, that word, can somebody hit me with that word? That word. It's like that for me. They tampered. I heard it tampered. They tampered with your medical records to make it look like you have a history of certain illnesses. I heard they try to tamper with it to bring it to court to put like you had some type of STIs, you have mental health issues. So basically what they're trying to do is mess with your medical records, forge signatures, bring these papers to the court and say this person has a medical history of STIs. See, way back when they've been having this, and I hear somebody else has a STI that you slept with, and they're gonna try to put that on you. And then I hear if that don't work, they're gonna, okay, some of them, if that don't work, they're gonna try to get you medically. Like say that you mentally ill, you have mental health issues, that you're not gifted, you don't know nothing, this is a mental illness. So they're gonna forge, they're gonna like write stuff on there. And I hear they're gonna get a doctor to sign it who's in the covenant and lie. So like it say if they tamper with your medical records and they put, and this is some things that your child did, my child, your child, gonna go in there and say like this person had STI, blah blah blah, this is what the person had. I hear HIV. I hear HIV. They're going to say that, and then they're going to get one of the doctors in there, the demonic covenant, to sign off and then bring to court. And then that doctor going to lie and say that they seen you whatever the medical records say, and that, if you have an STI or whatever, like that you're HIV, it's going to say that you have HIV. This doctor's going to say, yo, because we talked about it, and, I told them that they need to take their medication, so it looks like they've been spreading, and that's illegal to be, going around spreading STIs to people. And then, but you not got, so you ain't got to worry about that because you ain't got none, even though they're going to try to manifest it in your life. So what they're going to, it's so much. Hold on, so let me just put this card down so I could break it down. So what they're going to do is they're going to either, for some of y'all, they're going to put in your medical records that you have HIV. They're going to get a doctor from the covenant who say that you were one of their patients. Then they're going to try to manifest this in your body by spell work, by the ways of spell work. So when the courts asks for you to take a test, they're hoping that it say positive. So the other people who have HIV, who've been sleeping with each other in the covenant, they can blame it on you and say the person that whomever that's in the covenant that you slept with, which I hear is the ex-lover, they can say that it was you. You gave it to them. And then he or she slept with somebody and they didn't know that they had it, and that's how this covenant got it. God said you ain't got to worry about that because ain't nothing going to manifest in your life. And ain't no spell work going to even harm you because your ancestors got you, God got you. It's going to be blocked, and they're going to have to deal with their own shit. And they're going to go to jail for, first of all, messing with medical records, forging medical records. The doctor, physician whose line is going to go to prison. So many charges are going to come. Falsify information. What is the perjury in court. It's so many charges that they're gonna have on them that it's gonna be ridiculous. So you don't gotta worry about that. And for y'all who they come up with, you have a mental health issue, again, they're gonna use a doctor from the covenant, this demonic covenant, to evaluate you and write and say that you are schizophrenic, bipolar, or you are fully and mentally ill, completely ill. And then your child, my child, your child, and whomever else is involved in it, which is your ex-lover and or baby daddy, aunties, uncles, cousins, ex's family, preachers, pastors, community is gonna lie to and say things that you've done to them where they know that you're not stable and all of that, you know. And so this this doctor is going to make up a lot of stuff. So God said don't worry about that, because your lawyer, you need to pick a good lawyer, but your lawyer's going to have your back. You don't have to go with that person. Whomever come into court for you, when they do this, whoever that physician is who say they're going to do the evaluation on you, or even if the state you know, say you have to go to one of, you know, that they want you to go to one of their psychologists, deny it. Say you want to pick your own psychologist, you will film it and everything, that you prefer not to disclose who you're going to pick because you feel like something's going to be tampered with or some type of magic or, you know, whatever is going to be done to that person. So you would prefer not to tell, but you will record everything if that satisfies the court. So, but God's got your back. I'm sorry, y'all, mothers and fathers, you know, that this is for. Ain't nothing more hurtful than knowing that you was a good parent and did the best you can. May not have been perfect, because nobody's perfect, right? But you did the very best you could for your child, and your child, you know, did that. But don't blame yourself. You know, parents always blame themselves for everything their children do. And you know, you might think about, oh my God, I birthed that into the world that betrayed me. No, it's just sometimes things happen that way. And at the end of the day, your children make their own decisions. Sometimes they get pointed in the wrong direction. Sometimes they go down the wrong path. And granted, yes, God did say that, you know, that your child, my child, your child, did have spell work put on them as well. But God did also say that he made them conscious at a certain point to let them know what's going on and to basically to not do it. And that person was hard-headed. Okay, on the backside of medical records, it says confirmation. Remember when I asked, can y'all confirm what I'm saying? Y'all remember when I said that? Can y'all confirm what I'm saying about everything is true? At some point in this reading, here it goes. It should almost make me just want to fucking cry. Like, I'm tired of crying for all of the evil that's being coming towards me. I'm strong to deal with it, but it ain't like it feel good to know, like, damn, Lord, that many people hate me, that many people pick the wrong path. Damn, you know, I ain't did people know nothing like that for them to, you know, want to take me out and betray me and all that. But God said it's the spirit in this vessel. It's the spirit in the vessel, and it's decisions that people make for money and fame. That's why he said money is ruler of all evil. He said people want it. They, you know, gotta have it. I hear that damn song, money, 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 money. Yeah, anyway. God say you will have abundance, no worries. You will have abundance, and you are already abundant. Because remember, abundance is not just money, but it can be. God said you're gonna be financially straight. So you're going to be abundant in all areas, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and financially. No worries. Don't worry about what they doing. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Justice will be served, and there will be order. Okay? A part of your abundance is peace. You will have everlasting peace. This will not continue to last always. You will have peace. Not saying that things won't come your way, but the peace that you will have is going to pass all understanding. You will have peace in this situation dealing with my child, your child, and everything will be okay. What did I say? Evil is the ruler of all. Money is the ruler of all evil. Evil rules the things in this world and in people when they don't heal. Because something shiny to certain people who don't heal looks more better than self-love and going through a journey, with God, the lifestyle of God, and prevailing and getting what God has for them at the end. Certain people start the journey, but they waver because they feel like, oh, this too hard, or this too much, or, the devil say I can get it fast. The devil say I ain't got to go through all of that. I don't got to go through all that. I can just go to the devil, and the devil say he going to make me famous. He going to make me rich. All I got to do is go steal, kill, and destroy. And the devil going to give me what I want. All I got to do is set up somebody that's closest to me. All I got to do, and the devil is specific in who he want to be set up, because he know that's a chosen one. All I got to do. And then that person feel like, who want to take you out, feel like, oh yeah, they too kind, they too nice, they weak, they gullible. This is going to be so easy. And then somewhere inside of them, because when you sell your soul to the devil, there's a demonic spirit that goes in there with you. So it starts making you feel less bad about what you done decided to do. You start convincing yourself that, well, shit, I'll be rich, and it's so crazy, because I remember my own child telling me one day, before I actually left, he said, well, you said you would always die for me. God said confirmation, baby. Confirmation. And that's exactly what he was talking about. I wasn't talking about I would die for your ass by setting me the fuck up and trying to help take me out. I was talking about if somebody was trying to harm my child and they was wrong. Anyway, girl, boy, child, I am not. Anyway, so... So, okay. So, evil, I explained that. So, it has a few weeks. A few weeks. What about a few weeks? I hear a few weeks you will have this confirmation. I hear things will spiral out of control. I hear be prepared, but don't worry. God is teaching my child, your child, a hard lesson. A hard lesson. Okay? Don't get in the way, God said. Move out the way. Take your hands off of it. God say, he know it hurt. He said, but get out the way. He said, because it's like a tornado when he come through and deal with your child. And if you in the way, you're going to get caught up in that tornado. He said, get out the way. He said, he created your child. He put that child in you. He gave that child life. So it's his child. It's his creation before you birthed that child into this world. Before you even put that child, before God even put that child in your belly, God said that was his child first. He gonna deal with my child, your child. You just stay out the way. He said, if you get in the way and try to block anything that he gonna do to your child, you're gonna get the punishment too. And there will be no abundance for you. He say, stay out the way. Don't get involved. Stay out of it. That's what he said. Just do what he tell you to do. Forgive. Forgive your child. Take your time. Once, you see and confirm that this is your reading, and things start transpiring and your reality shows everything that you need to see, it's going to take some time to forgive, because I keep hearing deplorable. The things that you are going to learn, God says it's going to hit you so hard in the depth of your soul that your soul might feel like you're released. That my child, your child has done. God said you do not have to forgive right away. You take your time. And forgiveness is for you, not for them. If you choose to tell that person, my child, your child, and all of the other people, because it's not just your child, that you forgive them, that's on you. But the forgiveness is for you, and you can take your time. You don't have to, get in the court. So, when this is brought to you and just, because God's telling you to forgive people, you don't got to just be like, all right, I forgive y'all. God said, go through the process. God said he wants you to go through the healing process. Take your time, however long that take. Because forgiveness and something like this, it's a grieving process, and there are stages to grieving. Forgiveness is not just saying I forgive in that moment, but then when you go home, all of this shit hits you, and you go through anger and hurt and depression and sadness and happiness and, draining. You go through all these different stages. So you could say forgiveness, but forgiveness is a process. So even though you say the words and you feel like you forgive, no, God wants you to go through the emotions. And you're not going to be able to go through the emotions right then and there. You're going to feel like you can do it, but it's not going to happen, because it's your child. And it's not just your child. Like I say, it could be, it's other people that you care about. So you do not have to tell these people that you forgive them right then and there. Okay? All right. So I have transgender. What about transgender? That's an odd card to be in this, what we're talking about. Huh? I'm just gonna say what I heard. I can't see that about my child, but again, the things that God is saying that y'all did, how can you see any of the things that they done done? So I heard that my child, your child, is attracted to a transgender man or woman. Man and woman. Transgender man and woman. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't judge nobody for what they like, but for me, my child don't come off like that at all, but again, this whole reading, so it has demonic chosen one. That's a confirmation. Remember I just said earlier, about you know, your child's a chosen one, but when they pick the wrong path, there's darkness and there's light, they become demonic. And the light, if you pick the light, there's, you know, love, the light, the way. The darkness is the you know, kill, steal, and destroy. So your child, because of that, they're a demonic chosen one currently. So when you choose the wrong path, the devil brings all this into your life. You know, so the devil, the way they want me to explain it, let's just say you chosen, right? Let's say your child chosen. Your child is chosen. But if your child chosen, if your child chose the light, the divine light, the way, the truth, and the light, self-love, to see who or she is and is going to be, there won't be any confusion in that person's sexuality. If you choose the darkness, the devil will tempt you and make the thing look pretty. And when I say the thing, because it's really a demonic spirit. Some of them are completely devils, and they just are shapeshifters that make themselves look a certain way. But if you pull off that skin, honey, ain't nothing beautiful about it. So the devil like to make things look good, you know, like, you know, the outside look very enticing and like, wow, I can have that and this and that. And so I hear, for my child, their child, not just my child. My child, your child. Okay. The way the devil did this with them was, let's say if you have a son and your son like women, the devil brought this transgendered woman in who was very pretty and attractive and who flirted with your son. And before they even got to the part of they made your son fall in love with them, even though your son might not have been nobody who, like, you know, no, I don't want to say man, because transgender, you know, basically, because I'm a part of LGBT, transgender basically is, let's just say if I'm a woman, but I feel like I'm a man and I want to look like a man because I don't feel like I should have been born a woman. So I go and, you know, I cut my hair off. I started grooming myself to look like a man. I take testosterone pills, you know, so I could look like a man. Some transgender people, you know, get surgery down there so they can have, like, their clitoris can, you know, be pulled out or pushed out, like have a bottom surgery so it can look like a private area. For the men, they may get the what do you call it, the silicone breast, you know, take help me, y'all, what is it called? I got it inside of me, so I know what it is. What is it, y'all? Help me. Estrogen, thank you. Estrogen shots to make them look more softer and more feminine. You know, get their 5 o'clock shadow, you know, done, whether it's, you know, electrolysis, or some men just don't have that issue. You know, they don't really have the issue. Some men don't even grow hair, you know, but they keep their skin, you know, they try to make their skin look as more feminine as they can. They'll get their breasts done, and they'll get, like, some of them will get a bottom surgery, meaning they'll get, I think that's when they push the private area in to make it look like a vajayjay. Okay, so just trying to give you guys a little insight of, you know, how that is, you know. And then the estrogen also makes the voice sound more feminine. Okay, but the problem is with this situation, it was a betrayal. because you're not supposed to betray anyone to make them think that you're one thing and you're not. You know, even though that person can feel like, you know, they're a woman or they're a man, that's fine. But in all honesty, you're supposed to come to someone and say, hey, I was born originally a man. I don't feel like a man, so I got these things done to me to like a woman, or you know, vice versa, or I was born a woman and I got these things done to me so that I could feel like a man because I don't feel like I'm in the right body. Okay, when you go and put on a mask and betray people without telling them, that's not right. That's like sleeping with somebody and you're HIV positive and you don't tell anybody, you just spread it around. That's not right. That's illegal. You're not giving that person a decision. You're taking their free will from them, you know. So just to give y'all that backstory. Now getting back to how it happened, this person, whether it be a transgender man or a transgender woman, fitted where it goes in for you. Your child could be a girl or a boy. This person was very attractive, you know, very for the boy, and then I'll get to the girl. For the boy, this woman, and I'm gonna say it in a respectful way because, like again, this person feels like they're a woman. So I'm gonna say woman. When I say woman, you know that this person was born a man. When I say man, you know that this person was originally born a woman. Okay, so this woman came into your son's life and was very pretty, very attentive to your son. You know, just loved on your son, made your son feel something that your son never felt before. You know, and at the time, your son did not know that this woman was originally born a man. Okay. Okay, we ain't gonna. That's too much, y'all. Can we just stick with this right now? That's. I want to do the 2 + 2 equals 4 right now. This is too much. Can we just stick with this? And we can talk about that another day. All right. Okay. So your son was enticed and felt good because here it is. He got this good looking woman. She even had him clean himself up. I mean, like, got him some clothes, dressed him, like, you know, kept his hair up and his face groomed, dressed him up, made him feel like a man and all of this stuff. So he can be a provider, so he could feel. Now, this is a whole demon. Remember this, though. This is a person who carries a demonic spirit. And both of them carry a demonic spirit, which is why your child couldn't see the light. So as it progressed, they started being intimate, you know, like kissing. And if it was, you know, if you had a boy, this person went down there on your child. I hear and see that this person would do a lot of what we would call, just put it like doggy style, okay? So your child would do doggy style with this person. They never saw the thing because this particular person has not gotten the surgery yet. Okay, they want to, which is why they with your son, because your son, a part of the covenant, trying to take you out to get this money, and then this person go get their surgery and live a lavish life, and they can live like the woman that they feel. And they knew this about what your son was doing, which is why the covenant sent this person to you. That's why I say the devil will dress things up and make it look pretty and shiny, but it's always something behind it, baby. Everything look pretty and shiny ain't pretty and shiny. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that this person, the view that I'm seeing, or the feeling, the view and feeling. So it's like a knowing and a feeling, which, you know, if you're chosen, you know what I'm talking about. When your intuition's tapped in, you get the feeling of this person is beautiful. Even if you don't see a face, you know that this person is beautiful. Their energy, you see that the outside, through the knowing, the feeling is that this person is beautiful. Okay, on the outside, appealing. Okay, and that's how the devil do it. So anyway, they didn't went to doing this, and so your son didn't fell in love. So your son willing to do anything for this person, go out there, hustle hard, do whatever. You know, this person treating your son like a king, baby, and still not knowing that this person was born and still have, because they were able to hide it during the commencing. Okay. um I'm trying to see if it's been exposed to your son, because it's like a block right there. So I'm trying to like get behind the block, because you know sometimes when people have secrets, they can try to put a block up, because they don't want nobody to tap into the deep secrets. They don't want nobody to know. So it's things that you can do spiritually to block people from seeing things about your life. Ancestors did my son, their son, know at some point that that person had, you know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because it got silent, and every time I try to see in it, there's a block. It's like it's blocking. Maybe God doesn't want me to see that. Maybe, I don't know, but it's a block. So I mean, I know that was enough information for you, you know, about their personal life. I don't know if they know yet. I don't. So for if you have a girl, this girl came in looking like a full-blown man. Of course, again, as I said, to remind y'all, so I can understand it, for people who not part of LGBT, doesn't understand it, whatever. This person feels like they're a man on the inside, which the enemy will have you feel all kinds of way. Anyway, we're not gonna go there. And try to stay focused. And it's not to take away from what people feel. That's between them and God, or whatever, their life. I don't judge nobody for nothing, period. I understand it, because I've been in the life for years, pretty much all my life, okay? This person came in like a debonair man. I mean, swag, just pimping. I see, you know, goatee, all of that, real hair, you know, because again, this person takes testosterone shots. Keep their body up, nice and built, just banging. And your daughter thought they was fine as fine as wine. Okay, and I see that this person, this man, which again, remember I said, when I say man, it means woman, okay? Still has their birth parts, okay? Has not gotten anything done down there. This person was smooth with your daughter. I mean, I see roses, candles, shit. I see a car. Somebody got a Cadillac. I see a white Cadillac, like the suburban looking one. I see trips. Romantic. I mean, just I see like blowing your daughter head all the way up, blushing all the time. Like, she look happy as shit. She look happy as shit, but she don't know. I heard, oh no, she know. I heard, oh no, she know. She know. Did she know in the beginning? For some of your daughters, yes. For others, no. She ain't want her mama and her daddy. She ain't want her mama or her daddy to know. She gotta live her life. This is what I'm hearing somebody's daughter say. I gotta live my life. That ain't none of their business. They too damn judgmental anyway. They always trying to rule my life. That's why I don't like them bees. For the dad, he ain't no man. You more man than him. Always trying to keep me in the house, telling me about some little boys. He don't even much know me. I like girls. That's why I don't care if they, for the mama or the dad. That's why I don't care if they go. They can go. I'm happy. All right. That's long to stay in that moment, but I hope that was enough, y'all. And yes, your daughter done the ones who knew has done some things. Okay? They done some things with this man. And the ones who don't know that that person still has their birth parts down there, they have yet to find out. But I heard they gonna get the shock of their life. They gonna be floored. I hear some of them are gonna be sick to the stomach because they're gonna feel so betrayed. I hear when they did it, this person, this man, never let them see down there. They would always have for y'all don't know about what girls do. Again, but this person again identifies as a man, and I'm gonna respect that. But to help you understand it, because they still have their birth parts strapped, okay? And this person thinking they getting done by a man, like that's the real thing, you know, like they think that's you know, and this person put it down so good to them, it feel like a real thing, you know, and this person make love to them, spoil them, all of this stuff. And so your daughters are in love. For the ones who know and the ones who don't, they in love. But the ones who don't know, they're gonna be like, they're gonna go through so many. I see so many emotions. I see somebody's child crying. I see somebody's child screaming. I see a child on the floor like God touch me, screaming like because they don't feel like they don't even know who the fuck this person is. Because this whole time they thought they were with someone who was born with a actual part down there that was man, born as a man. So let's move on. This is too much shit. This too much shit. And I hear along with spell work. So understand that these covenants do spell work to try to, like, sometimes you put people in a trance. You know, put people in trance, making it more heightened, more arousement, more addictive, more addictions, like pull on the heartstring. I mean, they do all kind of stuff. It's just like they pull me, just just to make them like a drug addict to it, you know, like just anyway. Somebody's gonna win the lottery. Someone's gonna win the lottery. Okay. So I have dark skinned. What about dark skin? Because I don't feel like it's the lottery that the person is dark skinned who's gonna win the lottery. I heard someone though is dark skinned that's gonna win the lottery. Because I didn't hear that first, but someone who is dark skinned is gonna win the lottery, but not everybody who's dark skinned has to be dark skinned to be getting the lottery. Okay. But what about, that's it about dark skin? A dark-skinned lover involved. Menage a trois? I gotta look that up. I've heard, I mean, I've said that word, but I don't know if I know what it means. Menage a trois. I heard menage a trois. A cuckoo-la. What? A cuckoo-la. What the heck is a menage a trois? A cuckoo-la. What is that? Okay. Anyway. Y'all be saying some stuff. Y'all go from that to singing songs or putting songs in my head that I don't even connect that with y'all. Just, was that my own thought that went with that? Cause I heard Simba song after that. Anyway, okay, that was hilarious. Thank you for breaking and lighting up the mood. So someone is shy, and someone's name is Shy. Someone's child's name is Shy. Someone who's watching his video could be named Shy, and someone is shy. If it's your child named Shy, this is a short name for that child. That's what people call him or her. Because I hear like Cheyenne, Shaniqua, Shanice. I even hear Shay Shay. I don't even know how this, I don't know if that has anything. I hear Shay Shay. Okay. Somebody's child was drugged and armed as a child. Deep wounds that need to be healed. So how the wounds need to be healed and they was drugged and armed as a child? How they know? So I heard someone who's watching knows that their child, this happened to their child. So that means there's some karmics looking at this video, or somebody who is of the darkness, and or their parent that is of the darkness is watching this video and knows this happened to their child, and knows why their child act the way they act, because they conjured up spirits, a part of the covenant, this demonic covenant. And continues to do this spell work on their child. Got the child in this situation from the spell work. Use their child as a sacrifice. All right. If you worrying about, things in your life and your child, just have faith. Let God deal with it and work it out. You know, let God work it out. That's what I'm going to do. This will bring you a lot of sadness. It's going to bring you a lot of sadness. I hear once you hear the whole truth and nothing but the truth will help you God, it's going to bring you great sadness. But have faith. I have maybe. Maybe what? Oh, I'm thinking I'm not going to even ask my sisters after these two last cards. I'm just get off here because these reasons have been so heavy. My goodness, the one yesterday, I think the day before that, it was heavy. Can we get some? I need to get me some cards. I know what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna even trip. I got this. I know what I'm gonna do. And this is a general reading. Let me say that. So this is. Oh, okay. I was about to say this ain't for everybody. I heard everything I just said on here. Who watched this? There's something in here for everyone that is their situation. So there's not one person that's going to watch this video that this does not apply to. Whether it's one part of it, some part of it, all of it, it's a part of something is your story. Okay? So. Okay, maybe. Maybe what? I heard somebody say, are they going to change? Do I give up hope? So, maybe they'll change. Maybe they will change. Maybe they will get on the right path because I'm just hearing people. Maybe things will get better for them. I hear somebody saying, well, if it's only going to be two people, there's only two people that's going to be in the non-existence. And then they ask, well, it's your child, my child. How then it's going to be two if it's my child, your child? I'm waiting for God to answer. God said he didn't say which child it was going to be specifically. He just wants you to know that my child, your child, this is the situation that's going on. Because I did think it was my child. And I don't know. Because God said he didn't specify whose child it was. He said my child, your child. So that means it could be my child or it could be one of y'all's child who gonna be in non-existence. Pray for them. Pray that God have favor and your child don't be in there, whether it be your child or not. Like that's all you can do at the end of the day. So when I get off here, of course I'm gonna pray for my child, even though whatever is going on in his life, I'm gonna pray for him. I ain't gonna judge him, don't judge nobody. Cause we all do shit. At some point I will forgive, but I don't know every deep part of it because the way God said it was so damn deep. Like, I mean, it looked like it's gonna take me a while, me, you, whatever, to come from it. So pray. That's all you could do. Like I say in other videos, nothing don't shock me no more with this world. The only thing that could even remotely hurt me or cause me sadness is to hear something that's coming from something that a child of mine did. And even with that, I'm not closed-minded to it because I know this world evil and I know that the devil will use anyone that agrees to it. So will it probably destroy me? Absolutely not. It ain't gonna destroy me. Will it hurt me? It already has. Will I recover? 100%. Will I forgive one day? Absolutely, in my own timing. Once I get the whole story. That's it. I'm not gonna judge nobody. I don't judge y'all. I'm not gonna judge my child. I'm not gonna judge your child. I'm not gonna judge nobody, because everybody got something going on inside them that's hurting or whatever. We don't know everybody's situation. We don't know why our children do things that they do. Yeah, some of they want money and all that, but what is the deeper root of it? What happened? Is it something, something I did, something that you did? What is it? We don't know. And even if it's not nothing that we did, whatever, you forgive them in your own timing. So we're gonna leave that alone. Maybe they will, maybe. Okay, I'm just ready to get off this reading at this point. So as soon as I pick this card up, it says don't do it. I heard somebody say they gonna KILL themselves. Don't do that. I hear cause you know. This must be my child, your child. You done found out. I hear somebody crying. Let me say this to y'all mothers who this may be for, and or dads, because it's not just for mothers. There are parents in here that are dads. If you're gonna be mad at your child, be mad at your child for wanting to take you out. Don't be mad at your child for, even though the situation was betrayal. See, that shit right there make me pissed off at the person, okay? But if your child decides that that's who he or she is and what he or she likes, don't judge your child. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't do that. If your child do recover from this and change their ways and walk down the right path and whatever punishment God have for them, and they get their life together and they ask you forgiveness and God say it's okay to let them be in your life, don't do that to them. Don't treat them bad. And I know some men, dads, y'all can be very hard on y'all boys. Like, oh, how could you know? I promise you, if the devil put a pretty woman in your face and you ain't know that they had that down there, you will be looking too. You don't even know that you've been walking in the street looking at somebody that was originally born a boy but looked like a woman, and looking at their booty. So don't go to judging people. Because I promise you, if you on here and you go to judge your child and your child come back into your life and you know this secret of theirs, God will put you in a situation to expose who you are and your secrets. God will put you through certain things that your child went through to show you now how you feel about it. How you feel now. You see what your child went through. Can you see how that could be deceptive? So don't do that. That's the worst thing you could do. If your child come back in your life and your child has been through that, especially if they was deceived. And even if they wasn't deceived, they just like what they like, don't turn your cheek to them. Like, don't judge them and ask them, how dare you do that? You an abomination, God. That is not true. You're going to go to hell for that shit. Because God loves us all. Remember that Jesus Christ, walked on earth with prostitutes and thieves. So don't do that. You're going to mess up your journey for that, especially if you're chosen. You're going to fuck your journey up. You should know better. Open your arms and embrace your child. Your child then got their life together and they come to you and talk to you about it because they know you know. Open your arms and have your heart open for them and love them regardless. Don't look at them like they weird or, oh my God, I can't believe you like this girl or this boy. I can't believe you didn't. Don't do that shit. God's going to punish you. I promise you God's going to punish you. And for you guys, don't treat your sons like that, nor your daughters. Because sometimes some of you guys like to be like, oh, you ain't no man. You a punk. You a sissy. God going to give you your mofo issue. I promise you, you're going to get your issue. I promise you. If you can't open your arms with love, consideration, and understand what your child have been through, whether they was deceived or not, you're gonna go through something. I promise you, you're gonna go through something because you need to learn a lesson. You need to learn a lesson. You love your child regardless of what they are interested in sexually. You know, but a lot of y'all go through y'all ego thing. Y'all, you know, you ain't no man if you do that. You know, don't touch me. Are you attracted to me? That's ego. You need to heal yourself from that. That's some ignorant ass shit. And I don't approve of that shit at all. So you need to go within and talk to God about that issue that you got, that ego shit, and mistreating your child when your child already went through something. Do you want them to see love, or do you want to put them through more trauma? So they can go be pushed out there and be on drugs and shit because now you don't accept them because they didn't, you know, they went through whatever they went through. Or do you want to be a supportive parent and say, you know, what you've been through, you want to talk about it? If you don't want to talk about it, it's okay. You still love your son or your daughter no matter what. Whether they knew or they did not know, you still embrace your child. Especially if they went on the right path. Now, if they still on the wrong path, I wouldn't say do anything at all because they may still be trying to take your ass out. Okay? You need to talk to God about it. Let's move on. Run. I hear that your child is on the run. Because, again, they couldn't fulfill taking you out. They running from these people, these covenants who they even got money from. I heard they got cars, they had money, baby, off of your life. And they done spent it and can't pay it back. Because they have not fulfilled what they said they was going to do with you. So I would suggest, again, if your child come knock on your door, you might not want to open it, because if they haven't healed, which God say they haven't yet, not time. Ain't that time frame yet. Because you got to go through tests to see if you're going to be obedient to God. When God said to open that door, you open that door, you know, hey, if God confirm it with you, I'm telling it to you, and God tell you in that moment, don't you open that door, and you do it, I guess your child going to be good. Right? Because you're going to be gone. So, don't do it till God, you know, like I say, if your child healed, do it when God say, okay, it's safe. If it ain't, you know, I hear some of y'all, see, this is shit that get on my nerves. This is shit, you know, and I hear a man's voice. This is shit that gets on my nerves. I hear some man, yeah, I wish that nigga come to my door. I'm going to take him out. He ain't got to worry about taking me out because I'm going to already have a gun. I'm going to take him out. See, that's the shit. God going to deal with you. God going to deal with you. Because even though your child's done wrong, you're going to be the one to get the karma. Because God's giving you this information to tell you not to do certain things. All God's telling you to do is not open the door. That's avoiding the situation. But for you to intentionally say that because you're mad at what? You're more mad at the fact that your child could possibly knew or not know about being with a man who identifies as a woman. You're more mad about that. Your ego's more fucked up than you worry about this person trying to take you out. Because you don't understand spiritually how the spiritual world works, how demonic spirits get in people, how people do walk the wrong path. Have you ever done anything bad? Well, baby, you had a demonic spirit in you, honey. Get it together. Matter of fact, get the fuck off my channel with that bullshit. Because it's parents like you who, when your child does decide to come back in and want that love and ask for forgiveness, it's parents like you who push their children back out there to go right back to the devil. Get the fuck off my channel. And I mean that shit. Because you fucking ignorant. You're ignorant. Get the fuck off my channel. May God deal with you in Jesus' name. I don't like that ignorant shit. Whomever you are. Anyway, piss me off. I can't stand ignorant people. So I have powerful. So these covenants know that you are powerful. They know that there's a power in you that you hold from the divine, which is why this covenant and the devil convince your child and did spell work and all that stuff on your child to convince your child to come up against you. They fed your child lies, and then your child fed them lies, because your child just wanted fame and fortune and wasn't thinking about the whole thing. It just really thought about, like, it's almost like the goodness that you had in you as a parent for your child is the thing that made them turn against you. Meaning, they knew that you loved them so much. If you had to die for them, that you would. But they wasn't like looking at it like you wasn't talking about like that. They just feel like, well, I know my mama or my dad a sacrifice. Not that ignorant ass dad who said that, not him. But the ones who have good hearts, the ones who are truly divine souls, understand what I'm talking about, understand what I'm talking about. You know, you would lay your life down for your child, but not in this type of situation. But that's the way your child was thinking. Like, you know, they'll be famous. I know my mom, my dad want me to be famous. They're not thinking like trying to take your damn parent out. Like, they just think like, well, my mom, dad say they wish somebody would touch my child. They wish somebody would, I would do this, I would do that. You might have been one of them parents that talk like that, you know, and feel so your child felt like, well, my mom, my dad will have my back. So I know they want the best for me. You know what I'm saying? But they're not like looking at it in the depth of it. They're not looking at it. They're looking at it as almost like a child, you know, with a child's mind. But they're not looking at it as like, what the fuck? Now you want me to do what? You want me to take my mama, my daddy out? What the, you know? They weren't looking at it like that. This will be televised. This will be televised. All right, beautiful people. I know this reading was very tough, rough, very deep, very sad. I pray to God that God gives you strength and comfort, and me. I pray when everything is has revealed itself, that you can learn to forgive. And I pray that you are not one of those parents or become one of those parents that end up being like the parent that I heard that was going to have a gun for their child. May no weapon form against that child prosper. And may no weapon form against you prosper. Just don't open the door. That's it. That's all y'all do. Like, don't open the door. Damn, it's not hard. Like, it's God protecting you, you know, from danger. And so that your child can still be alive and you can be alive. How hard the fuck is that? You know? So don't just let it be. My God. May God cover y'all, touch y'all heart, help y'all understand more. One day forgive your child and the people that you're going to find out that's coming against you, and help you understand it all. Maybe you are compassionate for people, even your child. Continue to love your child in your heart regardless of the mistakes that they've made and are their intentions. And remember who you used to be and remember the things that you've done. And God forgave you. In the mighty name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Bye, y'all.